Disclaimer: the following comments and opinions do not reflect that of our guest and anyone affiliated with our guest. Thank you. Ungovernable Racing Network. Hey, Reed, I'm sorry, but you're muted.
Yeah, I know. I got muted by John because he's a booty hole. But yeah, I'm Reed, aka Papa Biscuit.
I am Sir Swamp Donkey, also known as Shit Talker Skywalker. Unfortunately, I forgot my I-85 championship belt today for right now, so Steve gets a pass.
That's fine. Hi,
And
guys.
I am French toasted.
And John, or wait, Steve, you got to introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah, since JP jumped me. Hi, I'm Dan Goleg, the one that got forgotten about.
So, John, I believe you have somebody to introduce that just popped into our stream.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have probably one of the best moments in NASCAR so far this year that happened a couple weeks ago from somebody I met at a hockey game, which is funny. Introducing everyone's favorite driver right now, Mr. Josh Williams.
What's happening?
What's up, buddy?
Welcome to the show.
I'm already dying laughing.
I hope you
That's
don't get
good.
sent to the holler again for
Hey,
being
man.
here.
Come up.
Well, let's go ahead and kick this questioning off. We're interrogating you. Why does NASCAR hate? No, I'm just kidding.
Why does NASCAR hate the small guys?
First off, why don't you tell us about your thought process, all the stuff that was going through your mind. Why'd you park that car in Atlanta?
Because he told him to.
Didn't have any intentions of parking it for sure, but so we was just riding around under yellow, and I was waiting on somebody to give me an answer if it was actually legit. And I finally stopped on the front stretch waiting because it was dead quiet on the radio. And Reed Sorensen, my spotter, he's like, "No, they want us to park it." I was already parked, so I committed to get out.
So, I mean, I'd imagine like some sponsors would be upset after pulling something like that, but your sponsors have been awesome backing you up on this. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's cool, man, to see. I mean, they really gave us a lot of love and support, and it was they had fun with it too. And I mean, a lot of people I think had fun with it. You know, some of the tracks and stuff like that. So I think it worked out okay for everybody.
Tell us a little bit about your racing career so far and how you worked your way up into the Xfinity Series.
I started racing go-karts when I was 4 in South Florida, road racing go-karts, and moved up quarter midgets, bandoleros, which kind of look like that. Legends cars, which is behind me. Did some pro truck stuff in Florida, and then kind of got to a point to where we either went and ran super late models in Florida, or we went ARCA racing, because at that point in time ARCA wasn't too expensive. You could buy a used Xfinity car for, I mean, cheap. Some of the cars like 35 grand. Put a motor in it, and go race in the ARCA series. That's what we chose to do, and we stayed in that for a pretty good while and had some good success at the end there, and finally started doing some start and park stuff in the Xfinity series. So now here we are, parking on the stretch.
So ever since the incident happened, I mean, there's been stuff coming to light about your charity work, hospital tours and everything. So tell us about what you got going on.
Yeah, we started. It started with one hospital visit in 2015. It was a mutual friend of ours had a relative that was battling leukemia, and so we took one of our Speedway ARCA cars to the hospital and went and seen her, and met a bunch of other kids and families as well. And man, when I left there, I was in tears. I was like, "This is rough. Like this is super hard." And when we left, I was like, "Man, we got to do this again." And we did it a couple more times, and then it got to the point where it was just something that we did on a regular basis. So we still continue to do it today. I think we've visited over 110, 115 hospitals, something like that so far.
John, you got something?
In honor of the 75 years of NASCAR, we ask this question every week. If you could race any car from any era at any track, what car would it be, and what track, and what era?
I'd probably say like a mid 2000s Cup car at Bristol.
Good answer.
Solid
Mhm.
answer.
I
Close
think we all
enough.
agree with that.
So that was everything we have written down, but it seems like every week we always come up with questions to ask during. So I can't think of anything if any of
All
y'all
right,
got.
who's funnier, Freddie or Brett? Because that was one of the best episodes of DBC. Besides this week's. This week was awesome.
I'd say they're right up there. They feed off each other, and that's what's so great. I feel bad for TJ though, man.
And why does TJ suck?
I've known TJ. I feel so bad for him.
Something like that.
You got a
TJ
question?
TJ actually taught me how to speedway race Daytona and Talladega. He started spotting for me when I first started running ARCA cars on speedways. So he was a beneficial asset to my career at the beginning.
He did have a good teacher, so.
So our friend Tyler in the comments is asking your opinion on asphalt modified racing.
What kind of modified?
Well, he actually owns an SK modified team that runs at Stafford.
You got to open.
Nah.
He did have an open seat, but it just
It got
filled.
It kind of got filled by somebody big.
So, but maybe, does he have a third car?
Nah, they sold the second one.
Dang.
Yeah. They said something about I'm trying to find a modified ride for like Martinsville one year.
That'd be cool.
Hey, Tyler, here you go, buddy.
Look,
Maybe the modified tour will tell him to park it on the start-finish line, too.
They probably would park it because the SKs are slow compared to the opens. What's your favorite track to race the Xfinity car at?
Darlington's probably my favorite right now.
Finally, someone said the best track. And are we going to race at Coda next year?
I hope.
This is what?
I ain't there yet.
Year 3 of trying to get there.
Buddy, I got a strong streak. Killing it right now.
Undefeated at not racing at Coda.
I'm pretty sure I should get a trophy for that.
I also find it funny how, since you weren't able to race this year, that beautiful American paint scheme, they had a Canadian driver filling your seat. That was great.
We actually talked about it before we even left Atlanta. I was like, I want to call Alex and see if he can run code.
So, you got anything else?
I'm trying to
JP,
think.
you got anything?
I had a bunch earlier.
So I do have one. So elaborate more on your early years in racing. Tell us a little bit more about where in Florida you started racing and what kind of racing you were doing at the time.
Down in South Florida, 417 Speedway or Punta Gorda Speedway, whatever you want to call it. Citrus, Arbondale, Bronson, DeSoto County, a lot of those places down there. We run some Legends cars and Pro Trucks at. And the go-kart stuff, we just ran like one go-kart track in St. Pete somewhere.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So that was about the only. I didn't run there much. I ran that for like 2 years off and on, but once we did the quarter midget stuff, we started traveling all over the place.
Which side of the bandwagon for Ross Chastain are you on?
Depends on how old I am. When I was like 13 years old, we wrecked each other every week on Saturday night. So I think we're okay now, though. I think we're past that.
Tyler's asking in the comments, what's your opinion on SRX?
I think the SRX is awesome. It's cool for the fans. It's cool for the drivers. The biggest thing is they keep the cars pretty fair. I know the guys that work over there, and I mean it's legit. It's a pretty cool scene. I tried to get in there, but I'm not cool enough, I guess.
They didn't see the mullet.
I'm saying.
I mean, after Atlanta, you have to qualify as a superstar, right?
I feel like that's my token to get into the SRX.
So I don't know if you were aware of our Casey Kane Friday flag that went viral, but I think we should make a Josh Williams flag like the one in the back. Well, we actually did make it. We just haven't made it to a flag yet. Reed's background right there.
But, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Reed actually was the one that made that.
That's all.
Yeah, we could get this turned into a flag.
Oh yeah.
We need to get you to come sign it for us at Talladega, though, if we get it made in time, though.
Oh, make it happen.
We got Casey Kane to sign his flag at Talladega Short Track. We got to get the Josh
was
Williams
awesome.
flag signed at Talladega as well.
Let's do it.
I guess I need to hurry up on ordering it then.
Yeah.
Running short on time for Talladega.
We've got
What's
what?
one up and coming driver that you could see making it to Cup that no one knows about yet?
It depends on how much sponsor dollars they have, I guess.
Just on talent alone.
That's a thing still.
To some people. Some people still like talented drivers like Josh Berry.
Yeah.
And Ross and
I don't know, man.
Larson.
You know, it's kind of hard to. It's tough to tell because I mean, there's so much talent in the series, and a lot of people don't get to showcase their talent. You know, because
So I know the truck
good.
series.
Yeah.
I know that the truck series kind of holds people back a little bit, just how they are designed and
yeah,
go
Yeah.
full throttle.
even the Xfinity stuff. I mean, even that there's some Cup stuff too, man. I mean, there's really good drivers in Cup that aren't in the greatest equipment that they can run.
Corey LaJoy. Sorry.
So I have one question left for myself. So you've gone through the process with going through NASCAR and their stupid penalties. Do you think NASCAR shows favoritism to Hendrick Motorsports?
No, he's going to the holler on this one.
Yeah.
Don't answer.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
Blink twice if you're lying to us.
I don't think they are really. I don't think they care who you are. to be
Look,
honest.
NASCAR is pissed they got the appealed, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
NASCAR wants everyone to be even.
NASCAR gave me a waiver for the playoffs, so they're great people.
That's a good
There
point.
you go. You stay out to holler on that one.
I guess we'll do one final question from the comments. Most
Is it time?
WTF thing you've seen at a racetrack?
Man, I've seen some crazy stuff being from South Florida. I've watched people jump through like windows of cars. I've seen I can't even tell you the stuff that I've seen. I don't know if I think it's appropriate for the internet, but it's insane. I've watched people get hammered drunk and then win the race in street stocks. I've seen some crazy stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
If y'all don't have anything,
That'd be
I
my
don't.
favorite kind of race to go watch.
It's pretty impressive. And the guy actually, I mean, he did it for many years. They actually they made it a point to where you had to pass a breathalyzer in his and he quit winning. And then he went back to drinking and started winning again. So.
That sounds like my iRacing career.
JP up there 30 deep trying to do barber.
Is that why you got cussed out by Stuart Friesen?
That was
He
on
was sober.
Oh, I got to hear this story.
him. Yeah, so I was playing the World of Outlaws Xbox game when it first came out. And it was whenever they had the modifieds. So I'm in a lobby with Stuart Friesen, and I'm falling behind him since I've never driven it on iRacing or anything. So I'm trying to learn the car setup. I finally become brave enough to pass him with 5 to go, and he absolutely dumps me right in that corner. No regard. And just takes off and wins the race.
Hey, sometimes that's what you got to do.
Canadians aren't always.
Oh,
nice.
I got one. Do you wish Xfinity would do the dirt race or nah?
100%. Yeah, 100%. And I wouldn't mind which one we went to be honest with you. Are trucks going to Knoxville again, or is that just
Think so.
I think they are.
I think it's on the schedule.
there? I mean, I don't
I
think.
think that'd be cool to have Xfinity and trucks at Knoxville.
Yeah, I mean, we don't.
Marcus Smith needs to go build a dirt track that holds as many people as Bristol. That way we can quit covering Bristol and have our own purpose-built track.
I'm cool with them.
I know he's got the money.
It probably costs just as much to cover it and uncover it and cover it and uncover it as it is to build another one.
Probably, and that's probably why they keep covering it. Might be cheaper.
Yeah,
Depending on how much field dirt is.
I know. Like some tracks, I don't know if people do it anymore, but they used to cover their asphalt track in dirt during the winter time to keep the asphalt good throughout this. Like, I don't know.
Dixie Speedway used to do that back in the 60s, according to my grandfather.
Are you sad y'all won't get the race at North Wilkesboro in Xfinity?
Yeah, we don't. I'm telling you, we don't go anywhere cool.
I'm like, at least put them there too. I know it's an off weekend, but screw it.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a truck deal together and run a truck at Wilkesboro. So
Hell yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
You ran
Could have ran a truck at Coda if we had plenty of time
the
to
Cup
get
Bristol
one.
Dirt Race with Live Fast, didn't you?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
End up finishing 25th.
Yep.
Plowing like a dump truck. That thing wouldn't turn in a 40-acre field. I did pass Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin, though, so I was very impressed.
Just make sure Denny doesn't hit the gas when you hit the brakes.
Yeah.
While he's tailgating you.
Yeah, I don't know how that whole situation went down. I watched it a couple times.
From what he said that he was just tailgating and JJ hit the brakes too early. So
yeah, like I'm sure JJ backed the corner up because he was already at the went super low on entry. But I mean they weren't even halfway to anything first stage. So
Yeah.
You'll have that big auto racing.
Anything else?
I don't have anything.
I don't have anything either.
Thank you for coming on our little podcast, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
I think the open part was the
Hey.
best.
Are you coming back to the Swamp Rabbits game?
I don't know.
Extra. Be cool.
If they have us.
Well, I know they'll have Spire Motorsports at least.
I have insider information that I'm not allowed to release yet, but
about another NASCAR night. So
yeah,
if
since we're kind of helping it with it, we might reach back out to you.
That'd be cool. But yeah, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, no problem. Get that flag made so I can sign that thing.
Yes, sir. Absolutely will.
Hurry, express shipping.
We can do that.
I guess that's all we got. So,
all right, y'all be good. Much
Appreciate
fun.
it. Good luck the rest of the year.
Anybody else saw iRacing or Xbox?
All right.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, boys, y'all be good.
You too.
Thank you. That was awesome.
So that was a fun experience. Every time we get a guest on here
with questions.
Yeah, like usually we get a guest on and we ask them questions, they respond, whatever, but he was just hanging out.
I love that.
He was cool as shit. He was cool as shit at the game.
That's awesome.
So I guess now that that's over, John has a rant he needs to go on. So oh wait, I never did my shout out for the Midwest guys. I got to do that. Got caught up with the fact that we started and Josh Williams showed up. So
all right, start the show. Everyone leave.
All right, guest is gone. It's time to log off.
So
our 12 viewers that we probably had, maybe
3.
This episode of URN that is already 20 minutes in is brought to you by the guys at Midwest Sim Racing. This is a little screenshot from our race that we did with them at Miami.
Oh,
okay. So if you see the car with the yellow front bumper, that's me. The black car behind that is Steve.
Steve, you're not wrecking no one.
The gold and white car all the way up against the outside wall behind him, that's JP. So that's about where we ended up finishing too.
Why the hell is no one running the high line?
We were running the high line.
I meant touch the wall.
Yeah,
it
didn't work. I practiced it all week.
Yeah, high line didn't work in that race, but
Poison sucks.
Shout out to Midwest. We got some more info on this race to tell you about later on in the racing segment. So with that out of the way, do your rant, John.
The appeals committee's a fucking dumbass. All three of them. They're all fucking retarded.
All right, we need that cut again, just like we had the Joe Gibbs one cut.
Oh, we'll get that one. How in the fuck are you going to tell HMS, oh, you can have your points back for 8 fucking louvers? But you took one of colleagues and said, nah, fuck y'all.
Again, back to my statement of favoritism.
And it's not even NASCAR. Like, NASCAR's pissed that HMS got the points back. And so's the whole fucking garage. Even Denny said that. And DBC said it. Like, they're pissed that they got their points back. And I'm an HMS fan. For anybody out there crying, I have a Larson shirt on, so y'all can all suck it. I'm just pissed that there's favoritism between the appeals committee, which changes for every appeal. It's not the same 3 people, which is stupid. I want to be on the appeals committee.
I mean, you're just as qualified as some of those people.
Yeah. I don't
I
even know
actually
who
think
the
it should
people
be
are.
like in golf, where HMS should start 100 points behind everybody else. I mean, points don't even matter. You win a race,
I'm
you're
going
in
to
the
tell you
playoffs.
right now, NASCAR's going to change this rule in the offseason where it's no fine, it's straight points just because of that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be even worse. It might be 150, 200 points.
So usually for the racing section, before we get into NASCAR,
Shit.
we tend to recap whatever URN was involved with past weekend. And
So the April Fool's 4K?
the April Fool's 400K. I don't have the race logo graphic, but I do have a picture of the podium. So, man, CJ, aka Grab My Pickle, he ended up winning. Second place was Brooks, the Canadian.
Of course.
That's his personality trait. He's the Canadian. And third place was some guy. He was new. I never raced with him before. I think he was Pickle's friend, Fox. He ended up getting third. And then the URN crew, I got 7th. Steve, you were 11th.
Yes.
And then JP was 18th.
I had technical difficulties.
He had technical difficulties and had a DNF. So
I just got one question
yes,
because I wasn't there. How the fuck y'all get beat by a Canadian?
the Canadians
In
good
South
at that.
Florida.
The
I don't have
Canadians-
good lucks with Canadians. Stuart Friesen, that guy, it doesn't work out.
Habs.
I put a Canadian in the wall. I think he was Canadian. I don't know.
You put me in the wall.
No,
Yeah,
the
I
guy
put
you
JP in the wall in the heat race.
The guy
by
you put in the
accident.
wall. The guy you put in the wall was from Indiana, not Canada.
That's close
Might as
enough.
well
Close
be
enough.
Canada.
But
Close
it
enough.
was a fun race. Always fun with those Midwest guys, and I don't have a graphic, but their upcoming season is going to be in Wreckfest, so that'll be fun.
I might join that.
I'm hoping
I have that.
I'll miss the first 3 weeks of the season, but I'm hoping afterwards in May I'll be able to do more races
You know
with
what
them.
we should do? Because you got the game, and I
What?
got the game. He's got the game.
I have the game.
Oh, you got it now?
I've
You
had
are
it.
in Wreckfest Cup? What?
No, woo.
Oh,
Oh no.
Street stocks on World of Outlaws.
the slowest car in the game? Those aren't fun.
No, Fortune sprint cars.
Yeah,
Why? So I can just hit the wall and do a wheelie down the front stretch?
the 360s
That's all I
are the
do.
360s are the absolute slowest thing I'll drive in that game.
We can do late models.
I can't drive those.
The late models suck at the tracks where there's a really long straightaway, like Port Royal
Okay,
or
so
Williams Grove.
Or y'all should
So-
just get iRacing.
buy
Yeah.
me a setup.
Yeah, you got that doctor money. You
Yeah.
got that removing hush puppies with a laser money.
That image is forever ingrained in my
Hey,
mind from
next
how
time
you
y'all go-
explain
hey.
that.
Next time y'all go to a track, y'all need to buy him some hush puppies.
Hey, they sell them at Talladega. That seafood food trailer.
The seafood food trailer at Talladega.
Then just start.
It's
eating 'em
actually
in-
pretty good. They got
Hey, then
crawfish.
just
They got all
start
kinds
eating
of
them
stuff.
in front of him.
So, but yeah, that was our little recap for the April Fool's 400K.
we
Articles
do
out
that,
on the
though?
website. We got some interviews with the winner and then us URN folks, and then Hope to race with him sometime soon. I won't be able to the next 3 weeks because I'm gonna be going to races, actual races. But hopefully here after a while I can race with him. So
You know, speaking of food, Papa Biscuit.
yes, we've talked about this in the past, but we finally have a graphic to show it. So
What took so long, Steve?
here's the updated, not really updated, but the new graphic for Papa Biscuit's Raceway Burger ratings. So Five Flags 9.5 out of 10, which translates to roughly 4 3/4 of a star. And we use Bubba Pollard stars because we're trying to determine the GOAT of short track cheeseburgers. Might as well use the face of the GOAT of short
You
track
forgot
racing.
a comment.
So, what'd you? Oh yeah, it's been on there for a while. But I agree.
Probably. Shit, cup cars are road course cars, not dirt cars.
Yeah, Xfinity would put on a better show at Bristol Dirt.
Hell of a show.
I don't know how to, I'm full screen. I can't get rid of it.
But anyways, so Five Flag Speedway is leading the field. It started off strong. It's the first one I rated 9.5 out of 10. That's going to be hard to beat, but I feel like Montgomery next week could be a contender.
Now, I want to add something to Papa Biscuit's Raceway Burger ratings from Dan Goleg's perspective. All right, Five Flags. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but they have this glorious burger, which
only on
consists
Snowball
of,
Derby week.
Yeah, only on Snowball Derby weekend. But it is, if I remember, what, honey buns? Is that right?
Yep, it was
It's
a cheeseburger, but the buns were honey buns.
Okay,
and
that's
it's
10
fully
out of 10.
loaded. Dude, that thing is the best thing you'll ever eat. Anyway, sorry.
Does it beat Charlotte
Reed.
Motor Speedway's Krispy Kreme one?
Yes.
We got somebody whose home track is Five Flags. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fun Size Bear. I like that name.
It's going to be hard to beat Five Flags, honestly, starting off the list at a 9.5 out of 10. But Montgomery is up there, so it'll give Five Flags a run for its money this weekend. I haven't found that perfect 10 yet, but I'll know it when I have it, if such a thing exists. And then Talladega Short Track, I rated it a 7.5 out of 10, which translates to roughly 3.5 Bubba Pollard stars, or 3 3/4 Bubba Pollard stars. And then South Alabama Speedway was a 7 out of 10, which translates to about 3.5 Bubba Pollard stars. So there's the rankings as of now. Things will change. And if I go back to these tracks, what I'll try to do is have the burger again, just to retest it, see if it still holds up, and the ratings of those might change. So Five Flags might not be a 9.5 by the end of the year. So we'll just have to wait and find out. So on to the actual racing stuff. I said we start with trucks, recapping the weekend.
Oh boy.
Hey, did y'all ever figure out
The most
JP
excited
stuff?
person in this group was up top.
My
Dude,
man
I've never
finally got a truck series win.
Hold up. Did you
What?
ever figure out JP's picks?
I did not. He did not either. When you said video review, I thought you were going to go back and actually video review.
I kind of meant like somebody else that wasn't busy at the moment.
You didn't say somebody go video
Sorry.
review. You just said, okay, time for video review.
Yeah, anyways.
I
So
was going to, but I got busy working.
I want to say I picked Chase Purdy, which ended up finishing second. So unless somebody picked Hocevar,
No, I picked Ben Rhodes.
I don't remember.
You weren't here.
Steve, you didn't make picks.
You suck. You had a funeral.
Yeah.
You were too busy hanging out with the celebritarians.
I forget
Yeah.
who the hell JP picked.
I'm
I don't.
trying
Who did you pick, JP?
I can't remember. I'm trying to figure out.
Unless you picked Hocevar, I win.
don't think I picked Hocevar.
Just say
I
I
know he
win.
picked somebody.
I know you picked Mason Maggio for Xfinity, and I picked Chris Hacker for
pick-
Xfinity.
Did you pick Zane? No.
If you picked Zane, that's rough.
I don't even know where the hell Ben Rhodes finished. But
Ben
I
Rhodes
do
finished 10th.
I do agree with Freddie and Brett that trucks should stay at short tracks only. Except for
And
Daytona
super
and Talladega.
speedways, yes.
Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta, and then short tracks. And Charlotte. Because Coke 600 weekend.
But dude, I was jumping up and
Can you
down
imagine
when I
truck
saw that
series at
wreck
Pensacola?
just because I knew Carson won.
I get
mean,
a phone call and Reed's like freaking the hell
Yes.
out.
I called Steve because I had so much energy built up. I just had to let it go.
He
So I
was
called
freaking
Steve.
the hell out, and I'm like, bro, what is it? And he
Dude.
goes, "Are you not watching the fucking truck race? Fucking Carson, holy freaking shit! Holy shit! I gotta go
Speaking
buy a
of this,
diecast.
So
I gotta order that
Hey,
diecast."
I pre-ordered that $85 diecast.
you at the bottom. Your boy said Carson spun Sanchez.
Carson did not spin Sanchez.
I don't think he did.
Granted, I don't think they like each other.
No.
I mean, if you rewatch that, Sanchez got loose, hitting the inside of Zane Smith's truck, came back down the track. Hocevar wasn't.
They
gonna
were
get
already
him.
loose. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hocevar wasn't going to let off
Hocevar
the
was a
gas.
bystander at this
Listen,
point.
Hocevar had a run. He was going for the lead. He was full throttle, and
in
he got in the
trucks,
back to
you
Sanchez,
don't.
and then
In
yeah.
truck series, you don't break throttle
So
because they're full throttle 24/7.
I mean, there are trucks.
Exactly.
At
That's
Five
what I was
Flags.
going to say.
Yeah.
There are pro trucks that run at Five Flags.
But Craftsman Truck Series at
Craftsman
Five
trucks
Flags,
at Five Flags would be absolutely
or at
awesome.
Stafford.
It'd
I
be the
would
same thing as
say-
Richmond. Richmond's just a bigger Five Flags.
Well, if ARCA can run at Five Flags, just do a little bit of upgrades, which they have the snowball
They
derby.
don't even need to upgrade.
They have the
because
biggest late model race of the year. They could easily
Bruh.
do a truck series race.
Trucks don't bring in that many people.
They could do a truck series race.
I mean, I would go.
Oh, I'd 100% go. I'd get pit passes in the whole deal.
I would love Greenville to open back up and trucks come to Greenville.
Yeah.
Be dope.
I gotta go on a rant in a minute.
So,
Yeah, is this Rant Wednesday?
Yeah, kind of.
so moving on. I guess
We'll
let's go ahead and
figure
make our picks for since we're on the topic of trucks. Let's make our
Truck
picks. For next-
Series at the Bristol Dirt Track. Man, we don't have a graphic, do we?
We do not, and I've already picked Carson, so I can't pick him even though I really want to.
We need to start writing down who we pick.
We do. We really do.
Because we're going to get like 20 races in and stuff.
All right, John, you're writing
Yeah.
it down. Let's go. I'll make my pick first since I finished last. Since I don't remember my pick.
Okay.
Hold up.
You ready,
Nice.
John?
All right, who you pick?
Jonathan Davenport, number 7.
Fuck. Reed won, so he'll go last. Hey, Stevie, go.
Hold on. Go ahead, John. I gotta think.
No, it's you.
I gotta
We have
think.
to go in order.
Give me
It's fucking trouble.
Honeycutt.
Hell yeah.
Who?
04, Caden Honeycutt.
He did good there last year. That was his first truck start, I believe. He did pretty good.
I don't even know how to spell this.
Caden, Kaden, Honeycutt.
Like the
how
word
it's-
honey. And then
Oh
C-U-T-T.
man,
You
can I
fuck.
change my pick?
No, I know who you're gonna pick. I'm picking him. I know who you're gonna pick, and I'm about to get
Nope,
him.
you already.
Who are you gonna pick, Swamp Donkey? Do not say who I think you're gonna say.
Screw you, Reed.
I don't even know who the fuck y'all talking about, so. Y'all are good on
Make
this
your
one.
pick. Make your pick. Hurry.
Shut up. I'm trying to think here because trucks are fucking weird. Who's good at Bristol Dirt? Fuck. I don't know a truck driver right now. My brain is fucked.
You should do this
Have you
thing
picked
called
Deegan yet?
Google.
I ain't using her yet. Use her later.
She's probably the best.
Of course
racer.
you will, John. You sick fuck.
I'm gonna, what? I'm saving her for Vegas. Home track. Not really.
Okay.
Just
Just pull up the entry list and pick a name.
That's
fuck,
what I did.
I don't want to move this. I'm thinking. If I pull up the entry list, I think I'll figure out who you're talking about. Not really.
Oh my god, he's gonna figure it out and he's gonna steal my pick. I know who I'm not gonna pick though. If I can go on a little rant.
Jonathan Davenport.
That's who,
JP already picked Jonathan Davenport.
Yeah, no.
You can't pick him.
There's an arguably
While
a better
John's
dirt
taking
racer
20
on there.
minutes to contemplate his pick, I got a little rant to go on. I'm not going to pick Jerry Bowman because he sucks. He runs dead last in Outlaws at Pensacola. I hate him. I don't know how he got a truck ride. I'm not picking him. Screw him. I hope he finishes last.
Oh, I'll take the 51 truck.
51. Who's in the 51?
Willie
Willie B.
Byron, young blood.
Okay. Well, that leaves me with my pick. I'm going with Tyler Carpenter. So
There you
I don't
go.
know who the fuck that is.
I'm going with the hey dude wearing son of a bitch himself.
Oh
Who
fuck, that's the dude.
Yes,
oh,
that
shit.
Who the
is.
fuck is
Damn,
that
I wish
guy?
I
John,
would've
you're
known
gonna have
that.
a new favorite driver after you watch this video. Look up Tyler Carpenter in a
Who the
minute.
fuck is that guy?
You're gonna
That's
love
literally
this man.
what he says.
He
It is
won-
Swamp Donkey reincarnated.
he wore hey dudes during a fucking late model race and won.
All you pansy asses, yes.
Keyboard warriors. Sounded like Mike Joy out there.
Oh, I love Tyler Carpenter. He's my pick. So
Should we get a flag with him on it and send it to Cody and have Cody have it signed for us?
All right, there's the truck picks for this week.
All right.
that's truck picks.
So,
So now moving on to Xfinity,
are
starting with
y'all
recapping.
excited for the truck race?
Very
A
much
little
so.
bit.
We don't have picks for Xfinity this week, but we do need to recap another big first career win. Let's go, Chandler Smith. Hell yeah.
Another Georgia boy winning.
Let's go. I don't know. It feels different because I've known him my entire life, and he lives like 2 roads up from me.
I'm gonna go ahead and let
So.
you know when he has his 21st birthday. I feel bad for him.
Why you said
Why?
We might not see him for 3 days.
that?
He's going to disappear into the Dawsonville woods.
No, it's right after Nashville.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh shit!
And Brett and Freddie done said that they're taking him out.
oh God.
He's blown a motor at least 3 times.
But anyways, Chandler Smith gets the dub.
That was an exciting race.
Thankfully, saving us from another John Hunter Nemechek win because
Yeah.
the world can't handle John Hunter Nemechek winning anything again. Screw him.
That's like
So who won
Spoon-fed Ty
Xfinity
Gibbs.
picks?
Xfinity picks Swamp Donkey won. He picked Justin Allgaier, who I think got 13th.
Alligator boys.
And I picked Chris Hacker, who finished 1 spot behind, which great run for his Xfinity debut. 14th or 15th.
Hey, at a
in
hard track.
At a hard track in a Ryan Sieg car.
It's pretty good.
That's damn good for Chris Hacker.
We don't know
So-
who he picked, so
Mason
Yeah.
Maggio.
oh,
He picked
never mind.
Mason
We know who
Maggio.
we picked for that. My bad.
And Steve did not pick.
Because
Steve was
not
at a
here.
funeral.
With Jonathan Rios and Dave Jones. He was too busy hearing about conspiracy theories at the Denver airport. So
Okay, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen live.
Bro,
I
I've
applaud
heard
them.
some of those.
bro,
Fuck that.
that
I'm
dude they
not-
got to talk about it was annoying as hell. He just kept screaming.
I've heard about some shit at the Denver airport, and I'm never flying in there.
Steve, I don't know how you watching over the phone was painful on low volume. I
Go
don't know how
away.
you handled it in person with that dude.
in
just screaming.
person, I'm not gonna lie. Ariel was a little shocked, I guess you could say, because she went with me. Yeah, she looked at me and I looked at her and I was like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck." Well, these are my people.
So since we don't have Xfinity picks, let's
Well,
move on to
great
recapping
race.
the Cup race, which was
What if-
won
hey.
by
This was a great cup race.
Young
at
Money
Richmond.
Larson.
Young money, bitch. Can we just talk about how good it actually was compared to last year?
Yeah, last year's Richmond sucked. This year was
Like, this was a
actually-
great Richmond race. Oh, Steve, you didn't fuck it up.
What?
What do you mean?
The picture. You didn't give it the William Byron treatment.
Yeah, he didn't Photoshop another car on top of another car doing burn.
It's Kyle Larson and victory. Wait a minute, that's Ross Chastain.
Should have put him on
Do I
top
see
of the
somebody?
Dixie
Do I see
sign.
somebody on top of the victory lane thing holding a watermelon? You should have like crudely photoshopped him in the crowd up there, and I should have zoomed in. And
You're like, what the hell?
is that Ross?
Speaking of conspiracy theories,
Ross Chastain. R for race car.
Hey.
O for oval.
Who won Cup?
Cup. I picked Denny Hamlin. Who did you pick?
Back to back, motherfuckers.
I think
did
I
you
picked
pick?
Reddick.
I picked the 4 car because I'm smart.
Yeah, you did pick Reddick, JP.
Even though Denny doesn't fuck up on pit road, he probably
did
wins
I
this
pick?
race.
I'm going to take a gander here at my NASCAR fantasy. Also, if you guys are, wanting to just branch out a little bit and do some fantasy stuff, we do have a fantasy league that we run. I don't remember the name of it exactly. Reed, do you remember the name?
LP NASCAR Caucus.
Okay, that's what it was. I couldn't remember if it was LP.
I'm better at doing this than the NASCAR fantasy. This is way easier. I mean, I've done one back-to-back weeks, so I'm good.
I finished last in Cup because I picked Denny, who finished 11th. Wait a minute, John, you didn't win Cup. Oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I picked Harvick.
I was looking at the wrong thing. I picked Denny, who finished 20th.
Yeah.
JP picked Reddick, who finished 16th, and then you picked Harvick, who finished 5th. So I got last in picks this week.
Steve, you go first.
Yeah, Steve, since you didn't make a pick, you go first with your Cup pick for this week.
This is not really surprising.
Steve, Cup, go.
So this is not really surprising. He's done pretty decent here. I'm gonna go with Brad Keselowski.
Okay.
Reed.
I'm gonna go with a bit of a sleeper pick, but he's done good at Bristol Dirt in the past. He's already got a win this year. Got a good feeling. I'm going with Stenhouse.
I like that.
Give me Ricky Stenhouse.
That's a good pick. I ain't even gonna lie.
He's got a World of Outlaws team, knows a lot about dirt. I can see it paying off for him.
JP?
Who you got, JP?
I'm going to go with Rowdy Bush. He's been doing a lot of dirt stuff lately. I think he can.
Surprised you didn't pick Jonathan Davenport.
No. That's my
It's Cup car, boy. It don't. No
he
dirt.
can't drive a GT3 car.
Shit. I know it's going to be a Cup regular who's going to win because it's going to race like an asphalt track.
Casey Kane.
I don't think he's racing.
If he was.
Fuck it, give me Chase Briscoe.
Another good
That's not a bad pick.
So we got you, Steve. Who did you pick?
Brad
Stenhouse. JP
He picked Kyle,
and then you picked fucking
Chase.
The
only Chase that's currently racing.
Yeah, the not Mickey Chase. So, I guess
the non-broken one.
I can't think of nothing else from the racing section. Although I will say, not this weekend, but next weekend, URN is going to be at Montgomery Motor Speedway for the Southern Super Series race. Maybe sponsoring a car if the guy that we want to sponsor ends up going there. We'll see. So we'll see. But that's coming up. But besides that, I say let's move on to baseball.
Oh boy, it's my favorite.
Let's talk about the best team in the NL East.
Now, just so you guys know, when I made the graphic,
sent me this graphic. It was 2 days ago, and the graphic
108 stitches time, boys.
I did have the graphic when it was up when I made it originally. Had a date of when these were by, but this is technically the first week, so this is still valid. So if we could pull up those graphics.
These were the standings 2 days ago.
Yes, as of 2 days ago, which there's been 2 more games. So, I mean, not a lot's really changed.
Tampa Bay is still the best. Atlanta is still the best in the East. So
Tampa's still undefeated.
Tampa Bay and Atlanta are the best teams in
Cincinnati's second now.
Each league. So let's go.
Philly got a win.
Now that's going to be the highest rank that Cincy's probably going to be all season.
Texas is in first.
Somehow.
I don't know, man. Some of these teams that you would think that shouldn't be in first are in first.
I mean, it's
Houston
still
will catch
early.
back up though, as far as the
It's
AL
not
West.
like it's the end of the season.
It's not like there's 160 games left.
Yeah.
158.
Yeah, the Rays will eventually fall back and finish probably like
I'd say second.
Didn't I send you that picture
Probably
of the
second.
tweet?
what tweet?
I'm gonna send it to you. Just the whole. Just
The only tweet you sent me was the Couch Racer one, and it's too
Oh,
late
never
for me to
mind.
put graphics up.
no, we're not putting this up. I just want you to. When it comes time, we'll bring it back.
Anyways, so let's talk about something that is kind of obvious in the National League here. Let's go down to the National League East and talk about what in the hell has happened to the Phillies. You
I
No
love
one
it.
cares. Fuck the Phillies.
I love seeing Philly suffer.
I love seeing all 4 teams suffer under the Braves. So
I love
awesome.
seeing the
especially
city
the
of
especially the
Philadelphia.
team right under us. I really hope they suffer.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
like seeing the city of Philadelphia. so
I
I
mean,
mean,
Justin Verlander's already on IR.
yeah,
Max
already.
Scherzer already is mid-season form, giving up 3 home runs back to back to back. It's a great time in New York. At least this time they're not choking away a lead yet.
but that loss to the Giants, man. I don't know what y'all were doing, Steve.
I don't know. Yeah.
That was awful.
I didn't watch it, so
We
You know, 'cause-
embarrassed the fuck out of the Phillies.
can't watch baseball around here because can't have fun.
I don't understand. That's another thing. MLB blackout restrictions need to be ended. That is stupid.
Well, look what we're talking about. We're talking about the MLB who wants to be for the fans but doesn't want to show it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Makes you buy a streaming platform that, oh shit,
Can't watch it
you
on
ain't
there
got
either.
it. I'm just
Or go to the game and then it's like $600 go to a game.
yeah, like it's no longer
Yeah.
super cheap to go to games anymore.
Literally,
It
the only reason I went to a Braves game last year is because I got free tickets.
That's why
and your
went.
seats were great.
I mean, the seats weren't. I mean, they were decent.
Dude,
There's
I-
not a bad seat in Truist Park, but could
Yeah,
have been
there
better.
is. Up high.
No,
I wasn't. It was decent. I could see all the homers, so I mean,
I've said just about everywhere in that ballpark.
I don't like being high.
are you scared of heights?
No, I'm scared of falling because I'm fat.
I'm scared of landing. Falling doesn't.
Exactly.
Falling
Yeah,
is not the problem.
The
It's
landing part.
it's a sudden
hurts.
stop. That,
Yeah, suddenly becoming stationary is what kills you.
That
Huh?
hurts.
Yeah.
It's like speeding. I love speed. I just don't like the stopping suddenly and not moving again. That shit hurts.
So,
I like to see that Kansas City is already in midseason form. So is Detroit.
yep.
Philly, Toronto.
Detroit was being owned by Tampa Bay, and now it's Washington's turn to be owned by Tampa Bay. So
Well,
That's
Washington
good.
gets owned by everybody. So
I
know.
just don't understand with some of these teams being so good last
Chicago. Good
season.
job,
Already at
Cubs.
the gate, just fucking
job,
playing like
Cubbies.
shit.
You
That's
got-
expected.
Oh yeah, they
But,
got
no.
a shitty shortstop.
I say let's move on. Unless you have anything else to talk about as far as baseball,
No,
Yeah.
baseball's
Got the
good.
other sport we can talk about.
we got the final sport to talk about, which is hockey. So let me move
No,
over.
the other baseball sport.
Fine, John. I'll show your stupid here.
Thank you.
He wanted me to show this picture of a Clemson girl's butt. So there y'all go.
Actually, the record 36-1, best record in the
We
nation.
knew what you cared about.
The record.
Mm.
Shut up. Best record in the nation.
Is there some relation there? Because it almost looks like Dan Goleg on the back of that jersey.
It's Logo Leo. She's related to Troy Polamalu. That's why she's-
Legoland.
like a lad.
Logo Leo. I'll find her.
Anyways.
I'll contact her cousin. Come kick your ass. So
Anyways,
Troy Polamalu.
Next.
got
To let y'all
some,
know that.
some ECHL stuff to show.
Oh, boys, we have fucked up this weekend. You want to talk about dropping
Imagine
the bag?
falling down to third.
We had 3 games, and we got 1 fucking point.
It was a rough weekend for y'all. It really
We got
was.
fucked. First, it started Friday night, game I went to. we scored with 35.2 seconds left to tie the game. Had a 4-on-3 power play for most of the overtime and dropped the shit out of the bag. Just shit the bed. Thank God Pavlicek's back, though. We can have some offense going now.
And somebody sat in the penalty box for half the fucking game.
No, that's y'all, not us.
No, that's only Hayes, and he's been demoted. So
There was only so we had 2 penalties and they had 3. There's 5 penalties all game Friday.
that's boring.
Who you telling? And it was Florida. You know, Florida's aggressive.
Yep.
How the hell y'all not having more penalties?
They just
The
don't call 'em
Gladiators.
late in the year.
The Gladiators need Florida to beat. I think they're playing the Stingrays tonight.
But
Could
yeah,
be
we
wrong on that, but
shit
I mean,
the bed. So
there's
like
still a
everybody else.
possibility that Atlanta could pull off a miracle, and we could be in the playoffs. It would be
you got 5
amazing.
points in 4 games. I don't even know how many games y'all have left.
6.
Yeah, but they can't win either. So
We beat Florida twice.
well, Florida can't win games. And y'all win games at the same time because it just cancels each other out.
Or I'm sorry.
Time out. What the hell are you doing?
I was trying to go to sleep.
No, not you. This
Oh.
one.
This
So
man's
here's
up there, got his hat on his face. I was trying to point up, and I was trying to get you to do something to him, but
Okay. See if what the
I can't. Stupid fitted hat. I can't do what I was trying to do. Never mind.
Anyways, not really much more to talk about on the ECHL side.
ECHL playoffs are coming. I doubt.
Yeah,
we'll
we're
win.
just around the corner.
I doubt we'll win.
Anyways,
About a week and a half
NHL.
out. So, NHL playoffs. So this is going to be fun. All right, so in the Western Conference, for the Central, you already have Dallas clinched and Minnesota has clinched.
Sir, when did you take this? Because we're in third now.
Yesterday.
You sent me that along with the baseball one, I believe, 2 days ago.
Okay. Well, it's 2 days behind.
Look, Jesus beat the shit out of us. Okay, and he didn't even score. He got a point. He didn't even get a goal.
No, it was yesterday, Steve.
This must have been before the game. Can we talk about how the Predators are everyone's favorite team in the Pacific right now? Not named Vegas.
they're in
That
the
was a
Central.
great. Hey, no, fuck the Central. That was a great game by the Predators against the the Vegas Golden Knights. Great game. Hats off to them.
Well,
Other
I'm
than
just
that,
so sleepy that I'm not even like paying attention to anything going on.
I'm
other
cool
than
with
that, Mid-Jesus beat the shit out of us 2 games in a row. Last 2 games we played against Edmonton. So
Well, would you looky there? 3 teams in the East that'll probably end up,
choking.
Yeah. Maybe not Tampa Bay.
I think Boston chokes. I'm sorry for all you.
No, well, we
Boston
know
fans.
for sure Toronto's choking, so that's not
I'm surprised they even made it.
Toronto.
Yeah.
If y'all are cool with wrapping up for the night, I'm cool.
I'm cool wrapping up for the
So,
night. I'm about to fall asleep sitting here.
Reed
Same.
was falling asleep.
Yeah, I was leaning up and whatever. Because hockey's y'all's thing. I mean, there's nothing I can talk about. So,
me and Taylor have a bit.
oh yeah, what is the bet?
It's between Boston and
Which one gets eliminated
Kings.
first?
Whoever gets eliminated out of the playoffs first, the loser of that, has to do an RJ Coke bath
Ooh.
and
Damn,
post
who-
it
who
to
is this again?
NSP
But is this Boston and who?
Kings.
Oh, yeah, Los Angeles is going down.
Yeah.
Doubt it.
I don't even know who Boston's playing first round, but I got them losing.
Probably the Kings.
Anyways, thanks for tuning
Yes.
in to another episode of URN. We'll be
Hey,
back next
hold
week.
up.
No, what?
Continue, but we gotta play our outro video if I can find it.
I was in the middle of telling them what we got going on next week. But you interrupted
You do
me.
that.
Let me go on.
Gotta find my
Anyways,
video.
there's no graphic. I didn't upload it, but next week we'll have William Sawalich on. I actually already pre-recorded the interview, but we'll be showing our interview with William Sawalich. It was a short little interview. Took like 5 minutes, so we'll show that at the start of the episode, and that'll count as our guest for the week, I guess. So look out for that, and then whenever John gets his outro video ready, probably in like 20 minutes, we'll end the show. So waiting on you.
Oh shit! I forget what it's called. I never renamed it. I hope this is it.
Technical difficulties.
No, let's play whatever video it is. We'll end it on.
Get the horn.
Holy-
Oh, what the fuck? This one lags too hard. Fuck that.
Okay.
It's the other one.
Are you gonna play the other one, or we be done?
No, we're gonna play the other one. Kick us all out.
Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Deuces. I got this. Joe Gibbs is a dumbass.